Greetings. Welcome to Endless Quest Books tonight. Hope you're all having a good day and a good night. Sounds like we're already starting to get some laughter from the tiger in the other room. So let's see all who's here tonight. We got Spine Ticks. Hello, sir. How you doing? It's good to see you. We got the tiger. We got Meowdy. And then we got Meowdy indeed from Rudini. Ray, how you guys doing? It's good to see you tonight. All right, so tonight, before we get to our Endless Quest book, we're going to talk about a little bit about what we're going to read next month. And so I've already got the poll up for your port is charging. We're going to look at the chat here in a little bit, but all right, let's do that first. Let me see. I think we're going to find weird holes today. And Ray's response to that is, of course, we may have many senses that will help. Let's see. Rue's ready to open the rear port. Did you bring your port, Sith? I'm using my Power Pro, but will be done shortly. That's from Ray. Spine Tick says, somebody stole Logan's hat again. You're right. All right, sir. I will put it on. There's my YouTube disguise again. So there we go. I'll make sure the hat is straight. He actually needs a new one. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I agree. Since Porter's charging, and then we got, did the other one die? Let me see. We got, it's still alive, but it's a slow burn. Yeah, okay. Well, there's Logan. Yes, I'm here. You can do 8 to 30 volts. Okay, Ray. All right, so it looks like so far it's just the 4 of us, which is great for me. So next time out, let me see. Spine Ticks has said, I have that hat and wore it once. Didn't care for the fit. Would give it to Logan if we were neighbors. Yeah, that'd be great. Well, we're internet neighbors. So next time up on the list, we have Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons, which is book 6 of the Endless Quest book series. The second choice is Mountain of Mirrors, which is book 2. And third choice is King's Quest. I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I should have done this each time so you guys would know what you guys were voting for at least. And then the last one is one of the newer ones, like the one we're reading tonight. That would be Secret of the Djinn. So let your voices be heard with the poll there. Yeah, but tonight we are going to be reading Night of the Tiger. So this is what won the poll last month. So any questions before we get going? Usually like to wait a few minutes, see if anybody else shows up. 3 is a good number to start a quest with. All right, let's see if anybody else is in here. Looks like we're supposed to have like 4 people, but my hand looks like AI. Maybe I've got old man hands. Rue says, Spike says Rue usually likes to dance on polls, not vote on them. Okay, well, all right, that's a different kind of poll, but we'll just roll with it. Show the cover art. Oh, okay, yes. Tiger took great pains to put this together for me. So there's the cover up on the screen. I'm going to hide behind it. Okay. That's out of my system. On the cover of, well, that would be the tiger on the cover of the tiger, but that actually looks like a Rakshasa. Now, what is odd about this particular picture is the hand placement. This particular artist may not have known if this is a Rakshasa, which is that's what I'm thinking it is. The hand placement of a Rakshasa, their hands are kind of backwards. It's kind of weird, but it's not on this, but that's okay. On the back it says, Endless Quest Books, you are hunted. Over 5 million sold. Up here it says, you control the adventure. Endless Quest Books. This is a Ravenloft Endless Quest book, so this should be a lot of fun for me. It's my favorite campaign from AD&D back in the day. See, the hand on the cup looks like AI. Yes, it does. It does. And maybe I mean, that sort of looks right to me, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Ray says, I don't like it, but a girl's got a buck. Make a buck. Oh, yeah. Those polls, man. Is that a Rakshasha? I'm not sure, Seth, but we're going to find out together. I think it is. The cover of the module that this was on, the main villain of the adventure was a Rakshasha. So I'm guessing it's based on I don't think it's based off the module, but it's very similar. We got Seth. Did you see the guy on panel with Dave Cook last night? I did. That was me. Thank you. Yes, I was there. That was really cool. I got to hang out with Four Color Cafe, and Mage's Music was there. Game with ADHD was there. Bear the Gen X GM was there on the Society of Role-Playing Gamers. And GM Cody was there. And we streamed it on all 5 channels, simulcast it. And our guest of honor was Dave Zeb Cook, who was instrumental in bringing AD&D 2nd Edition together. So it was a lot of fun talking to him about things that we really loved from our youth. Let's see, 3 fingers on one hand and 4 on the other. You are right. There are 3 on one and 4 on the other. It's kind of weird. Let's see. You didn't see it? Well, I have it up on my channel, and it's up on all 5 channels. So Society of Role-Playing Gamers, GM Cody, Game with ADHD, and Mage's Music. So, the Slimecasts are cool, but usually not much chat interaction. Well, we had a lot of chat interaction, so it was kind of cool, but maybe not so much on my channel. Now, when we're in the StreamYards, but we see all the chat, so we get to respond to everybody. But that to me, that's the downside. There's no way to link the chats because the people in the chat that are on different channels can't communicate with the other people in the chat on the other channels. Hello, Superior Cyber Godzilla. Welcome, sir. We're about ready to kick this off and read Night of the Tiger. And let me see. Meeting the panel, interacting with the live chat. Yeah, well, we actually did quite a bit, but to be honest, we mostly just sat there and listened to Zeb Cook talk. He was pretty cool to listen to. Yeah, with voice. I agree. I saw you saying hi to Victor. I thought he'd be on your channel. He hasn't been yet. I've sent the invitation out. He said he wants to, but he has a really hectic gaming schedule. So, and he does a lot of AI work too. So, Victor's a cool dude. If he comes on our show, cool. If not, that's still cool. He's in the chat a lot, so that's also great. But yeah, I say hi to Victor every time I see him because he especially likes doing the Endless Quest book. So I was kind of hoping he'd join us tonight, but I haven't seen him yet. So, but we're already up on 10 minutes, so we should get started. Victor is the bro. I agree. All right, so let's see. This gives an example of an Endless Quest book, but we are all familiar with that. So let's see how this starts out here. Now, this is one of the newer ones they did in the 90s. It was kind of like the second series of Endless Quest books. So this may be a little different. We'll see how it works. It's got a dedication. It says, for Dorothy, who taught me how to read, and for Bill, who made me a better writer. Now, this particular Endless Quest book was written by Gene Rabe, who also wrote, I'm pretty sure, the Adventure module, but I'd have to double check that. She did write quite a few things for AD&D. Let me see. The 3 best live chat interacting channels are Logan, Bert, and Spinetix. Well, I agree with that, sir. Without a doubt. Yeah, Luna's over there. Our renovation has started, so we have a lot of stuff all over the place, and it's kind of a mess right now. But and there are fans in the background, and so you might hear some of that. But I've tried to make my room pretty quiet, so we'll see. They've got some fans going to dry up some of the wood that was damaged by our bad plumbing, but it happens. He calls it the newer ones. It was made in the 90s. What I mean is it was newer. It's newer than these from the original series. Let's see. Spine Ticks and Bert don't have a laugh track. I don't have a laugh track either. I could create one though, Ray. That would be fun. Yeah, Luna's a bit scared of the fans. Yes. All right, so let's get started here. I know Jean Rave actually wrote, or Rabbi, or however you pronounce her name. I don't know. I think it's Jean Rave. She wrote quite a few of these newer ones. They do have newer ones, yes. Solomon the comic book store. Yes, they do have newer Endless Quest books, which we may pick some of those up. I actually ordered 21 of the series today. It was really off of Amazon. I got it for a good deal. We'll see what conditions it's in. Let's see. Ray says you have a laugh max. Yes, we do. Can't wait too. Yep. Okay. In this book, you are Briandi. Let's go with Briandi. A lanky, curious youth with flashing emerald eyes that take in everything. There is much to see on your island home of Sri Raji. The island is a dense jungle, a realm filled with tall trees that reach the sky and lush plants that seem to cover every inch of the ground. Briandi. Yeah, Briandi. Yeah. That'll work. Most of the people live in villages that dot the coast. There they eke out a meager existence raising rice and bananas. They find joy in simple things, and they shun the steamy, sun-baked island's interior, where apes and tigers and frightening, nameless creatures hunt. The villagers shudder at every snapping branch. They quiver when storm clouds gather. Fear rules their hearts. It rules your heart, too, for Sri Raji is a part of Ravenloft, a haunted, mist-draped country brimming with secrets and unknown terrors. The horrors that lurk on your island are at the command of a powerful lord who controls magic and everything he sees. Fun pronunciation with Logan. Yeah, I agree. You know a little magic yourself. Unfortunately, it is only a little. You are studying the arcane arts at the University of Zav. Yeah, it's one of those words. It starts with a TV, so I'm going to go with Vashti. That'll work. Vashti, the University of Vashti, the largest city on the island. Someday you hope to be a powerful wizard. You will know spells that will carry you beyond this dismal island and away from the evil lord. But that is in the future. For now, you must concentrate on surviving the perils of your homeland and unraveling a mystery that is about to unfold. Okay. Tiger says Ravenloft. Yes, that says it right on the cover. Ravenloft Endless Quest. You cast Magic Missile. Okay. You're attacking the darkness, I assume. Hey, Adam, how you doing? Welcome, sir. We're just about getting started here. The adventure before you reads like a book. As you progress through the story, you will be offered choices. Remember, you are Briandi. You have to make his choices, and though his life, your life, depended on it, as though your life depended on it. Briandi's path is your path, and you will determine how the story unfolds. Take care, Briandi. Your home is a very dangerous place. And it says, go right to 1. So it is a little different. Let's see. Nice. Choose Your Own Adventure. Always love those books. Yes. These are specifically Endless Quest books written by the old TSR company before it was bought up by Wizards of the Coast. Well, published by TSR. This one was written by Gene Rabe. Let's see. Rave in my loft. Yes, sir. We're BA. Okay. That has many different meanings, but the one I remember, if that's what you're going for, we may find a full moon in here at some point. Okay, your grandfather, Callie, is dead. Briandi, your parents have summoned you home. Yeah, okay, badass. Okay, I can go with that. Baracus. We're Baracus. Okay. Going to be listening, going back and forth to the kitchen in case I don't chime in on the choose portions. All right, buddy. Brandy again. Okay, let's start this again. Your grandfather Callie is dead, Brandy. Your parents have summoned you home. The professor's words make you feel faint. You were very close to your grandmother. It was she who encouraged you to study magic, and she paid your tuition here at the university in Vashti. She said magic was in your blood, and she should know. In her younger days, she was said to have been a wizard herself. If it weren't for her generosity and urging, you wouldn't be here. You would be harvesting rice instead. Grandmother dead, you whisper? No, she can't be. I'm sorry, the professor says. The messenger arrived less than an hour ago. The note was wrapped around this package. You barely hear the professor grant you a 1-week leave from your magical studies. Numbly, you take the small package, thrust it in your pocket, and stuff a few changes of clothes into your worn pack. A gentle hand on your shoulder interrupts your grieving. It is Gavra, your girlfriend. She also studies magic at the school, though she is a year ahead of you. All right, we're a step above on most of these Ellis Quest books. We got a girlfriend. Nice rich grandma, yeah. Now, how generous of them. Let's give him a week to grieve and then back to your studies, young man. All right. Hurry back, Brandy, she says softly. I'll take notes and help you catch up when you return. Maybe I'll have a new spell to teach you. Oh, okay, Ray. Grandma is your new girlfriend. Yeah. Okay, here we go. You nod glumly, bid Gavra farewell, and strike off alone toward Fadil, your village, which is nearly a 2-day walk away. So basically, if he only gives you a week, which is 7 days, if it's a 2-day walk away and a 2-day walk back, you only have 3 days of vacation. The rest is walking. All right. Your parents are rice farmers there, and you haven't seen them for several months. You have spent those months deciphering thick tomes filled with fantastic symbols and listening to the lectures of your professor. It's too bad you didn't spend some of that time in the village with your grandmother. You'll miss her smiling, wrinkled face. It's a pity that she cannot see the simple spells you have mastered, and that she will never meet lovely Gavra. It is unfortunate the years pass so quickly and steal away people you love. Let's see. Hello. Let's see. Suck, learn to teleport. Yeah, exactly. Hello, everyone, says Tranquil. How you doing, Toon? It's good to see you. Hope Miracle is doing well. Walking simulator book? I hope not. Oh, looks like Luna wants to go in the other room, so I'm going to let her in there. Go on. Cats. Okay, Ray says, I love rice. Tiger saying hello. Me too, me too. Must love rice. Because I know she does. Ray saying hi. Ray, all rice types. I'm not fond of brown rice or long rice. It's weird. But I like short grain or white rice. It's good. Let me see. Ray said hi. I would stay on the farm. All right, let's keep going. The miles and hours melt away beneath your sandal feet as you pick your way along the narrow trail that leads to Fadil. You peer into the dense greenery that casts long shadows across your path. The foliage is so thick overhead that it blots out most of the sunlight. You wish it would also blot out some of the oppressive heat. The birds flitting from branch to branch are colorful and beautiful, and their songs are loud and melodious. The monkeys dangling from the vines and racing across the path in front of you are fun to watch, but their antics cannot lift your spirits. In the distance, you hear a great cat roar, and the startled monkeys leap into the trees. Shivering, you quicken your pace. Oh, cat roar. Let's see. We usually get cow rose rice. Yep. And brown rice is very zen. You have to cook it with your mouth. Okay. There are monkeys. Yes. There were monkeys. Yes. Were there monkeys? There's the picture there. Let's see if I can get it up close enough for everybody to look to. Okay. Got something coming up there, I'm sure. 2 days pass, and just as the sun is dipping below the treetops, you reach Fadil, or rather a clearing where the thriving village used to be. The sun paints the jungle with an orange glow, illuminating a scene of horror and devastation. Your heart hammers wildly in your chest, and you blink your eyes in disbelief. Fadil is in ruins. Let's see. Nice butt, flinging poo, and we have a nice butt. Okay. The huts have been burned to the ground, and there is no sign of your relatives and friends. You gasp in shock, taking great gulps of air, and rush from one destroyed hut to the next. What happened? You cry, but there was no one to answer. You stumble to the center of the clearing where your parents' home once stood. All you see are fire-blackened sticks of bamboo and burnt thatch. You kneel and touch what remains of the home. The thatch is cool, but the charred smell is stinging and strong. The fire happened about a day ago. Yep, that's about the size of it. But who would do such a thing? And where are the villagers? You fight back tears and sift through the remains. There are no bodies, no bones, only ashes and shredded bits of cloth. First your grandmother's death, and now the destruction of the village? It's too much to take. Mother, father, you cry. Your only answer is the rustling of the leaves in the breeze. Tears streaming down your cheeks, you stagger haphazardly about the ruined village. There has to be something here, some clue as to what happened. Perhaps a lightning storm. No, that would not have burned everything. A war with another village. That would be ridiculous. The other villages are filled with rice farmers too, not warriors. All of them are peaceful. A fire. That would explain why the huts are burned, but not a blade of grass is singed. Natural fire would have spread to at least some of the plants, no matter what happened. The people of Fadil must have gotten away, since there are no bodies. But where did they go? Wouldn't your parents have waited here for you? They knew you were coming. They sent word for you at the university. Maybe they're at the rice paddy. The paddy is about a quarter of a mile away. It might have been spared this destruction. Maybe you should go there. Why have you forsaken me? Now that's weird. No grass burns. Yeah, I agree. Okay. The sun dips lower, and the questions continue to war inside your head. It will be dark soon. A flutter of wings draws your attention, and you glance toward the sound. A large raven, one nearly as big as a man, lands on a thick branch of old ginkgo tree. The bird stares at you intently with unblinking eyes, then caws loudly. Arr! Overhead, you see the other ravens, also descending toward the village. They are all huge. What should you do, Briandy? Will you rush to the rice paddy hoping to find your parents, the other villagers, or will you approach the unnaturally large ravens? Those are our choices. Go to the rice paddy or go and approach the ravens. That's our choices. So first choice up. Let's see. Tiger says she'd be scared of ravens. That big? Perhaps. Rice paddy for me and Tiger's people. I like the way you spell tiger. Run, Forrest, run. The Forrest should have a capital, shouldn't it? Let's see. I'm torn. I love rice. I love ravens. Anybody else willing to cast a vote as to which direction we go? Don't know who all's still here. Let's see. All right. Okay, let's see. Nope, not in my head. Let me see. Which would you rather eat, Rue? The rice patty. Okay. So are you choosing rice patty, Ray? So far, we've only got one vote. Clean my glasses here. Let's see. He'd rather be with his raven friends eating rice. So, do you want to go see the Ravens or do you want to go to the rice patties? I think that's a vote for the Ravens. Hey, I said run or hide in this case, but that wasn't one of the choices, Tiger. Rice patty or Ravens? You know what? I'm going to put on some background music for us. I think I can stand to be a little louder, unless my volume's low. Let's take a look. Nope. It's too loud. Let's see. Okay. This says, don't want to get caught in the rear port by Ravens. It said hide the rice patty, but I've seen those. How do you hide them? It does say hide the rice patty. It said go to the rice patty. Of course, takes you to the massive Ravens. Okay. But you're going to go to the rice patty to look for your parents. Rush to the rice patty. Yeah, it did say hide. Not every raven is a mouth in the dark. So, alright, give me all your votes again so I can know where we're going. I'm not sure what we're voting for at this point. Walk in the water. To the rice patties. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to go patty. Okay, so that's 2 for patty. Okay, Raven. Ravens are on. Ravens have been voted down. So, okay, this is a weird choice. Could the Ravens fly us either way? It's possible, but we got 2 votes already for it. If we haven't got any other votes, I guess we're going to go check out the rice patties. It's the slur against the Irish. I didn't think you were. Knick-knack paddywhack. Okay. Okay, so we want to go to the rice patty on page 10. So we'll keep this page open as our mulligan. Go to page 10. Now, let me know if the music is a little too loud. I will put it down. You gasp from the tingling sensation of the magic. It feels as if thousands of tiny insects are racing across your skin. Why would there be magic? Okay, that's the right page. The pulses of hot and cold intensify and the world seems to grow large around you. Focus your will. It doesn't seem right. But this is page 10. Focus your willpower, coaching your body to become smaller than it has ever been. Muscles in your chest tighten and you struggle to breathe as if the very air pushes against you. Like a vice. Trying to compress your body, the world continues to grow. You feel faint for the effort. At last, you are only inches tall. Okay, so the music is too loud? All right. Okay. That should do it. I don't think we're on the right page anyway. So this is giving me the wrong choice. The music, yeah, it went lower. Well, fine. Guess we won't have background music then. I turned it off. I'm trying to figure this book out. It doesn't read as well as the other ones. Yeah, I turned the music off, Ray. Okay. Looks like it's not really giving us a choice. I'm going to check page 25 with the Ravens because it has us talking to somebody new and casting a spell on page 10. So page 25. Oh, wait a minute. You don't go to page numbers. You go to numbers in the book. Well, that's going to be not easy to find. Wow, I don't know if I like this. Go to number 10, not page 10. Ah, all right. Well, I found it. No, it's not a misprint, Tiger. Basically, it just has these numbers, and you go to the numbers in the book. It doesn't give you page numbers, which is kind of a bummer, but we'll work it out. We'll make it work. Let's see. No, we're not talking. We're going to go to the rice paddy. I figured out the book. It didn't explain it. You just went to the numbers. Like the old Endless Quest books, you just go to the page number. But unprepared, I guess I am. Sorry. I haven't read this in a long time. So, all right, here we go. The paddy, you cry. My parents are sure to be there. You are certain that they would have sought protection from the fire amid the rice because of all the water. The paddy is in a low-lying area where it is constantly marshy. You brush the tears from your eyes and dash away from the ruined huts. You cover the quarter mile quickly, your sandal feet slapping hard against the ground in time with your pounding heart. Mud spatters behind you, and you nearly lose your balance several times on the wet ground. But your goal soon comes into sight. Suddenly, you stop short. Sounds hard. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out. There is the rice paddy, undisturbed. 3-foot-tall grass-like stalks stand in a shallow pool of water and blow gently in the breeze. But where are the villagers? You stare numbly at the placid scene until a sudden gust of wind blows the stalks wildly, and you spy a man at the far edge of the paddy. He is barely discernible because he is crouched down amid the rice stalks. Father, you whisper, hopefully. You start towards the figure, warily at first. Then you abandon caution and rush towards him, splashing through the paddy. Oddly, he doesn't look up at your noisy approach. In fact, he doesn't move at all. As you near him, you can tell that he's not your father at all. He's Melka, your parents' neighbor and good friend. But then you realize it's not him. It's a statue made of marble, like the ones in the courtyard of the university. The statue's weathered face is incredibly lifelike, frozen in an expression of stark terror. With a feeling of horror, you realize that no artist created this statue in the middle of a rice paddy. This is truly Melka, and sorcery made him this way. You stretch out a trembling hand and place it on its hard shoulder. Squatting next to him, you take a closer look. In his right hand is a granite dagger, the tip broken. From the angle of the blade, you could tell Melka was thrusting it at something when he and the knife were turned to stone. You stare into his lifeless eyes, then glance away, trying to discover what he had been looking at. Well, it looks like we got a Bobby in the house. Let's see here. Ray says they're probably still working. You know how farmers are. Bobby says, hello. Is my hello invisible? No, we can see you. And that one. Hey, everyone. All right, everybody say hi. Tiger thinks it's a basilisk. That's a possibility. Or a basilisk. Oh, no, broken dagger. Yeah, I agree. Ray says, told you squatting in the rice paddy. All right, let's continue on. Welcome, Bobby. The way this works is we basically make choices, and then I got to shuffle through the book and find the selections instead of page numbers. Let me see. Your second hello. And it might be a Medusa. It could be. Something that turns somebody to stone. Let's see. Something attacked Melka, you mutter. It was probably the same thing that went after the rest of the village. But why? When? And what did this? Did everyone else get away? Your mind reels. At least your grandfather didn't live to see the horror that has transpired here. Why would anyone harm simple rice farmers? A shiver runs up your spine. Let's see. Ray says, I guess your first hello was invisible. That's a possibility. At will invisibility. That's a good power to have. All right. Let's keep her going here. Could those giant ravens have something to do with this? You whisper. You pat Melka's rocky shoulder and look to the sky. The sun is inching farther below this tree line. It will be dark soon. You turn back toward the village and begin slogging your way through the paddy to the remains of your parents' hut. You decide to search it a little more, then find a safe spot to pass the night. But what can be safe when something or someone on this island is powerful enough to ruin an entire village? Let's see. Baby granddad can see what is happening. And they were slacking. Not enough rice for them. From them, probably. Okay. Ow, my leg, you squeal suddenly, doubling over and grabbing your calf. A sharp pain shoots up your body. A snake? Even though you know there are no snakes in the rice paddy, you spot one out of the corner of your eye and turn to face it. It lunges forward, its sharp teeth sinking into the back of your hand, sending another jolt of agony through you. Your eyes grow wide as you watch its jaws clamp shut. No, you shout as you shake your arm furiously, trying to fling it away. Then you see a second serpent swimming towards you. Swimming. You step back from the new menace and cry out in pain as another pair of fangs sink deep into your lower leg. You whirl and see serpents everywhere. Wow, this took a turn, really. That was pretty quick. It was right at the same page. Let's see. Not getting much rice out of them now. This is true. First rice paddy ever with no stakes. Yep. It's a stone stake. Oh, I know. That may be. Baby basilisk. That's a possibility. But here we go. We got a picture. Being attacked by the serpents. There we go. Focus a bit. Okay. The paddy is thick with them. With a mighty swing, you manage to dislodge the first stake and fling its scaly body across the rice reeds. You turn your attention to the latest attacker, which is latched firmly onto your thigh. Bending over, you grab the snake below its jaws and tug it free. You grit your teeth to keep it from crying out, then hurl the snake across the paddy over the wildly blowing grasses filled with grain. Cast a spell, man. Yeah. No basilisk babies. Okay. With a new realization of horror, you sense there is something wrong. The wind has slackened to a gentle breeze. You look closer and tremble with fear. The stalks are not plants. They are snakes standing on end, and the kernels at the top are loaded with rice, but with fangs. You lurch forward and run toward the village. Your feet slosh across the paddy once more, sending a shower of water all about you. You cry out, and yet another green serpent buries its fangs into your leg. You don't stop to pull this one loose. There will be time enough for that if you can make it out of the paddy. Faster and faster you run, grabbing your side again and gasping for breath. The pain in your leg is intense, and your ears are filled with the thundering sound of your pounding heart. Let's see. All right, you go. Screen froze, bummer. That's what you say no to, Rue. Yep. That's what you say no to? Yeah. Growing snakes, not enough rice equals not enough rice. Yeah. It's got to be a hallucination, or we ate bad mushrooms. It's a possibility. Let's find out. Okay. You near dry ground and leap out of the water, landing hard on your stomach. The air rushes from your lungs, and for an instant the world goes black. But you manage to remain conscious, and you madly crawl away from the rice field toward the empty village. Your leg feels as if it's on fire. And when you are several yards from the paddy, you pause to pull the snake free. You quickly tear off a piece of your tunic and rub away the blood, praying the snakes were not venomous. The pain is easy. The bites must not be too deep. In fact, the bite marks are closing on their own. You blink in amazement and see only the smooth skin of your leg. No more blood, no gashes, no pain. It's as if the incident never happened. Let's see. Yes, I have to take a stand against basilisk babies. Okay. You jump to your feet and gaze out over the paddy. There's the statue of Melka. And there are the rice stalks. They are plants once again, and there is no sign of snakes in the water. Magic, you whisper. Were the snakes real, or were they figments of my imagination? Am I imagining everything? Maybe the village is safe after all. Bad shrooms. Okay. You spin on your heels and sprint towards Fadil. But when you reach the clearing, your homes tumble. The huts are still burned. And there is no sign of the villagers. The destruction was real. The huge ravens are still perched in the trees. Are they real, or will they fade like the snakes? There's only one way to find out. Now we're going to 25. So basically, they gave us no choice here. We went one way, then they made us go back, and they're making us go the other way. Well. So we don't have a way to go back at this point. Let's see. Snakes on the Water is my fave Deep Purple song. It's mine too, dude. It's Smoke on the Water, but that's okay. All right. You must investigate the unusually large ravens you decide. So you want ravens or ravens? Yeah, that's about the size of it. Okay. There has to be something magical about them. Ravens simply do not grow that big. Besides, there is nothing else living in the village. You leave the ruined huts behind and stride purposely toward the bird perched on the lowest limb. It's the largest of the odd flock, and it looks down at you and caws loudly, a sound that is echoed by the other giant birds. Your lower lip trembles as you stand beneath the looming bird. The ravens could easily tear you apart, like normal-sized crows fighting over a small rabbit, and the few spells that you know would be useless against them. Still, you can't simply ignore them. Their presence might offer some clue about the missing villagers. Let's see. Maybe they're were-ravens. That's a possibility. A halluciraven. That's a possibility, too. Let's see. What can I do about them, you ask yourself aloud. You run your fingers through your hair in frustration, cast your eyes to the ground, and grind the ball of your foot into the loam. I can't talk to them. They're just birds. But you can talk to us, Briandy, the large raven utters. You can talk to us because we are more than birds. Hee tiger. Hey, Jay. In surprise, you nearly lose your balance. You can talk. You stare incredulously at the raven. You know me. There's the picture of you talking to the raven, which is kind of cool there. All right, Bobby. We're talking to the ravens now. Caw, correct, the large raven replies. And you know me. I don't know you, you blurt out in exasperation. I've never seen you before. I've never seen a bird your size. And I've never talked to a bird, until now, that is. You know me well, Briandy. Caw, your youth. The raven continues. I am Kadeg, your friend. Kadeg, my friend Kadeg. But you can't be. Kadeg is a young man. You cross your arms in front of your chest, close your eyes, then slowly open them. The bird is still there. It is not some magical illusion. Let's see. Bobby says she lost her glasses on the way back. That's a bummer. Hey, come on. What's going on here? Why won't that go up? Something's up. Uh-oh. Scripting's not working here. There we go. It's running slow for some reason. Were ravens, either that or the villagers. Possibly. Snakes on the water. Yes. Caw. And then use your hammer. We'll see what happens. You are too skeptical, Briandy. I am Kadeg. You and I played together as children. We used to chase curly-tailed lizards and put spiders in my sister's slippers.
When you were in the village several months ago, we fished in the stream, and you told me of your new girlfriend, Gavra. I believe her name is. The great raven ruffles its feathers and stares into your astonished eyes. I am Kadag. Until a day ago, I was a young man, much like yourself, until everyone in Fadil was transformed into a raven, or raven kid. You are fortunate you were in Vashti. Your absence from the village spared you. Your mouth falls open in shocked wonder. The bird is indeed Kadag. No one else would know about the good times you shared, and you told no one else in Fadil about Gavra. Kadag, my friend, what happened to the village? What happened to you? What happened to my parents? The questions tumble into a stream from your lips.
Let's see. He broke it. He says, "Oh no, we've lost our minds. I'm telling you, bad shrooms." Okay, it's a possibility. We'll see.
Kadag spreads his wings and glides to the ground. The raven is nearly your height, and his beak is long and black and probably sharp. You stretch out a tentative hand and touch his coal black feathers. They are smooth and shiny, like the hair that once used to hang about his shoulders. Kadag struts towards you towards what is left of your parents' hut, and you follow soundlessly. They caught us unprotected and unprepared. The Lord's minions swept into the village shortly after your grandfather died out of a fever. Your grandmother died of a fever. As a child, I always wondered why Fadil never had to make sacrifices to Lord Ariani. Okay, I'm going to go with Ariani. Lord Ariani, and was never visited by his dark minions. I didn't know why Fadil was immune to his evil until the day you left for the university. Your grandmother told me she was keeping the Lord and his creatures away because they feared her magic. But after she died, the minions came.
Okay. No one else would know the awkward bad memories you tried to forget. That's a possibility.
Okay. My grandmother, Callie, protecting the village? She must have been very powerful, the Raven Kid continued. When the years started to take their toll, she encouraged you to study magic at the university. She planned for you to take her place as Fadil's guardian. She just hadn't counted on a fever taking her life so soon. You stare about the destroyed village. But why would Lord Ariani destroy an entire village? Ariani lives far to the northwest, on the highest peak, where the mountains rise to the sky, and he has never bothered to come to this end of the island. Destroying a village would accomplish nothing. Kadag looks at you sadly. He sent his minions, his evil priestesses, and a tiger here yesterday. They poured into the village like rain from the storm, like rain from the storm clouds, and they torched the homes. The priestesses demanded to see your grandmother's body and to search all of your family's belongings. They didn't care about the other families, but they were looking for something. Briandy. And when they didn't find what they had come for, the priestesses cast some horrible curse that turned everyone into Raven Kid.
Let's see. He hated their rice. Ray says Tiger did it. Then, of course, we got hey from Tiger. Hey!
Okay. Not everyone. I saw Melka. He's been transformed into a statue in the rice paddy. Kadag shakes his head. They turned everyone left alive into a Raven Kid. Melka and your father perished fighting them. But before that, your mother was spared, but who knows where she is? Most of the villagers flew away.
They hate it because they ate it. Hated their rice. We hate it Gollum style. Crying here. Okay.
You fall to your knees in despair. First my grandmother, then my father, and all of my village. My mother is a raven. There's nothing left for me here, Kadag. I might as well go back to Vashti. Kadag caws mournfully, then casts his beady black eyes in your direction. As dark as midnight, his eyes fix you in place. There is something left, Briandy. There is hope. Your grandmother had great faith in you. You must lift the curse from the people of Fadil. Return us to our rightful forms and banish the evil from the land. Find what the Lord's minions were searching for. It might be a key to setting everything right.
Let's see. Ravens taste better than humans. Let's see. Is that right? I guess a tiger would know.
All right. How can I find something that the priestesses couldn't? How can I? Wait a minute. You thrust your hand into your pocket and retrieve the small package your professor gave you at the university.
There's barely enough light remaining to read the note wrapped about it. Wear this well and wisely, Khalid. Signed, Khalid. Let's see. Tastes like chicken. Matrix style. Everything tastes like chicken if you don't know what it tastes like. Opening a small package, you find a tarnished ring set with a large bloodstone. You recognize it as the one your grandmother always wore about her middle finger. You touch the bloodstone, setting it and grow instantly cold. You shiver, and memories that are not yours rush at you like a blast of wind. Let's see. Stuff with chicken, stuff with rice. Okay. And now Tiger says she's hungry. Okay. In your mind, it is dawn. You see yourself as an infant playing in front of a hut. Beyond in the jungle, a tiger lurks, its yellow eyes gleaming malevolently, its tongue playing over sharp white teeth. The cat tries to step beyond the jungle's embrace, but something prevents it. It's the ring. You can feel it. Let's see. Actually, we had chicken and rice yesterday. Yeah, we did. That was good, too. Now you are older. This time there are other cats with the tiger. But like before, it cannot enter your village. You hide in the jungle and watch the tiger feast on monkeys, parrots, and snakes. You see the cat leap at a rice farmer who has strayed too far from the village. But the cat bounces off the air, and you feel the ring tingle. Now the time is 1 year ago. You see yourself walking down the path towards Vashti. You have just turned 16, and you are on your way to the university. In the jungle, a man hides. His flashing yellow eyes follow your progress through the jungle. Okay, the ring. Is there a good Raven and Rice place near you guys? Raven and Rice place, maybe. Don't think so, though. Okay. You shiver. You hadn't realized anyone was watching you that day. In the man's hand is a curved dagger, which he raises above his head and hurls towards you. But the blade slows in the air and drops into the ferns behind you. The man skulks off into the forest, and the ring tingles. You pull your hand away from the stone, trying to take it all in. Kadang looks at you curiously. Unknown to you, your grandmother possessed a magical ring. This ring. Let's see. Thinking, okay. Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It looks like a square to me. You finger the ring in your pocket. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. The ring tingles. Pull your hand away from okay, we read that one. This is what they were looking for, you exclaim to the raven. You hold your breath and again reach out to touch the stone. The memories that wash over you now are very recent. You see your parents, water-wrinkled hands as they carry the harvest of rice to the village to be cleaned. Then you see their concerned faces as they hover over your grandmother. She is dying. In the jungle beyond, a great cat purrs, its bright yellow eyes reflecting the light from the cooking fire in the center of Fadil. Your grandmother removes the ring and wraps it inside a note. A messenger takes it away. You watch sorrowfully as your grandmother dies. Then you see the great cat pad into the village with women in robes following behind. The women are priestesses, and they spin spells in the air with their fingers. The people run. The cat chases the villagers, killing some, toying with others. You see it chase your parents' friend, Belka, into the rice paddy. Then, with a single bat of its massive paw, Belka is turned to stone. A tingle ring.
The tiger growls, and a gout of fire erupts from its mouth, licking at the huts and setting them ablaze. The women spin faster, and the people turn into birds, most of them flying far away. But not Kadeg. Your old friend stayed behind. You shake your head in disbelief. The tiger pads off into the jungle. Heading as you go, okay, heading northwest, toward the mountains in the distance. The mountains where the lord of the island lives. Let's see. A basilisk tiger? Well, he's definitely got more than just basilisk powers. He can breathe fire, too. Peter Tingle? That was the shirt I was wearing last night. I had a Spider-Man shirt. It was pretty cool. Fire erupts from its bowels. Oh, yes, sir. Okay. You stand and put your hand on the Raven Kid's shoulder. I don't know how this ring works yet, but I know it's a force for good. Then you must discover how to use it, Brandy, because I would like to wear sandals again and to grasp your hand in friendship. I want to be a man again. I want Fadil to be as it was. Climb into the trees with us. You'll be safe here. In the morning, you must follow the tiger. Let's see. He lit his farts on fire. Let's see, Bobby says, I've never heard of these books. Well, learning something new. Gee. Ray says he had neither. Yes, Endless Quest books are awesome. Yes. I'm starting to like the format of the older ones better, but it still reads pretty good. Okay. Kadig flies effortlessly into the branches while you struggle to climb up the trunk, scratching your arms on the bark and branches. You pull yourself onto the lowest limb and prop your back against the trunk of the tree. It's uncomfortable, but you are tired and drained from everything you face this day, and you quickly fall into a deep slumber. The morning sun inches its way up to the tops of the trees, waking you with its warmth. You stretch and try to work the kinks out of your back and neck. Trees might be safe, but they certainly will never replace the luxury of a soft bed. You look at the ground several feet below and climb down the trunk. It's time to make a decision, Briandy. Okay. Bobby says, absolutely. I like learning new stuff. Me too, Bobby. There's always more to learn. That's the way I look at it. All right, we got a choice here. If you choose to go back to your studies in Vashti, turn to 31. If you seek to find a cure to Fadil's curse, then turn to 29. So go back to university or cure the curse. Let's see. Tiger says, not sure if they make new ones, but they do print them. We saw them at the comic store. Cool. I didn't see them there, but I would like to pick some up if I don't have them. I've got probably about 20, maybe 25. All right. We got one vote for cure. All right. Cure. Time to get a drink here. We should try to cure our friend. Okay, that's 2 votes for cure. Anybody else want to vote, or are we just going to go to 29? Apparently. There we go. Let's see. Maybe next time we could pick 1 or 2 up. Yeah, that'd be cool. What are you drinking? Iced tea? That's what it turns into, but no, it's Dr. Pepper Zero and probably a little bit of Coke Zero in there too. I kind of mix them up sometimes. But I can't do sugar much anymore. Hello, Skilled. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're reading an Endless Quest book, and the chat chooses which way we're going. Let's see. Logan needs a still suit to recycle. Hello to Skilled. All right. Unless we get any more votes, we're going to go and cure the curse. Any naysayers to that? I'll give you another minute or so.
Let's see. Coke Zero is acceptable. I haven't tried Dr. Pepper Zero. Hey, I got to tell you, if you are forced to drink diet sodas or zero, switch to the zero. The zero tastes better, at least in my opinion. I was used to diet, but I really didn't like it. But I drank it because I needed something to drink. But Dr. Pepper Zero is, to me, the better of the other ones. But zero sodas definitely taste better than diet. Yeah, from a still suit, yeah, a still, yeah. Love Dr. Zero, Dr. Zero Cream, even better. And Ray saying hi, and Skilled saying hi back. That's cool. Yeah, there's water in Utah. But there's also water and soda. I do drink, so I got my water right here too. I have to drink alkaline water because I have stomach problems, but that's how life is, especially when you get older. Hello, J Rat. Welcome, sir. Let's see. Hey, J Rat. Right now it's all hard. Yeah, the hard water. Yeah. Everybody saying hi, which is cool. All right. So I guess we're going to go ahead and try to find that cure. But I'll leave our mulligan page. All right. The way this works for those of you who just arrived is we read. When the choices come up, the chat votes on which way we go. Okay. So now we're going to go try to find a cure for the curse that's afflicting our village. You want nothing more than to be a powerful, respected wizard and to live in an expensive tower of stone in Vashti. But you could not enjoy that life of luxury if you didn't first try to break the curse that plagues your village. I have to confront Lord Ariadne and make him lift the curse, you state simply to the Raven Kid. The words make your task sound easy, but you know you face a quest that can cost you your life. You get a vote, Bobby. You can help decide which way we go. Everybody can vote. All right. I have to. Okay. Kadeg flutters down to your side. I'll go with you because I would be a poor friend indeed to let you brave the jungle on your own. The Lord's palace is far, and the jungle is a dangerous place. Then we'd better get started. You reach into your pocket and fumble about until your fingers close on your grandmother's ring. You pull it out into the early morning sun and watch the bloodstones glow warmly in the light. But before we go to find Lord Ariadne, we're going to discover just what this bauble can do. You're going to brave putting it on, it seems like. Let's see. None of us have a clue. That's pretty true. Hey, no, sorry. Welcome, sir. Welcome. It's nice to have you join us. Yeah, let's see. Ray says, I'd love to be a raven flying around making caca jokes all the time. So many cowboy hats. Yes, sir. That's right, Bobbies. Anosaurian. See, I have several of those games. Clue. You know. Clue is a good game, yeah. Okay. You slip the band on your little finger, and your hand begins to tingle slightly. You look into the jungle where a heavy mist clings to the ferns and the lowest branches. The mist will burn off soon, and the sun will bake the land in your skin. The jungle is very hot during the day, and you dread the long walk ahead. You marvel at the massive plants as you pick your way between the trunks and vines. Kadeg follows, muttering that your journey would be easier if you could fly. Yeah, it looks like we have some random dog jumped in. He jumped in here with us. Hello, random dog. Saying hi. It's all good. You can participate and vote on which way we go. That's all cool. We're easy going around here. The journey definitely would be easier if you could see better. If the mists were not so thick and the sky not so gloomy. Gloomy. You throw your head back and look at the patches of sky visible between the breaks in the canopy. Sure enough, the sky has turned gray. But only a moment ago, there was bright sunlight. As you watch, the air grows colder, the sky darker. In the course of a few minutes, it looks as if it were night once again. Do we get a Burton here? Is Bert some random dog? Honestly, where did all the money go if we don't have any spells? This is true. The monkey screams nervously. The monkeys scream nervously, and the birds cry shrilly. The sounds of the jungle fill your ears, and all about you the animals scamper toward the tallest branches. Cadag looks on in surprise. The Raven Kid turns his head around until he is practically peering over his back, then swallows hard. Be cautious, Brandy. Magic at work. Look. You hear a steady clacking sound, and your gaze follows Cadag's pointing wing. Through a gap in the trees flies a swarm of bats. They glide through the mist, and your mouth drops open in shock. Not an ounce of flesh clings to their bodies. In fact, they are nothing more than skeletons kept aloft by the incessant beating of their bony wings. The clacking grows louder as they draw near, the irritating sound competing with the terrified screams of the monkeys. There must be 100 of the skeletal creatures. Let's see. Tiger says, it's the tiger. It said had a random dog. All right, I got a picture here to show you guys. Keeping my finger on the mulligan page. Monkeys all getting all freaked out. Okay. You feel your grandmother's ring tingle on your finger, warning you. It's filled with power. You can sense it. But you do not know how to call upon the magic. Still, you must do something. The bats are closing fast. Their bones are shiny, white, and the thin membranes that make up their wings resemble spider webs. Their mouths clack open and shut in time with the beat of their wings, and you grimace as you see their eyes burning with intense pinpoints of red light. You drop to your knees and frantically probe around on the ground until your fingers close on a broken limb. Leaping to your feet, you brandish the makeshift weapon in front of you. Let's see, we got, seems like those bones wouldn't move much air. That's probably true. Tingle ring. Yes. All right. That won't hurt them, Cadag chides. They're already dead. It will take magic to hold off undead creatures, you cry. You know a little magic. 3 incantations to be exact. Perhaps they are enough to save you from these creatures. One spell lets you make yourself smaller. And that's of no help now. Another allows you to create a ball of fire out of air. That would do you no good either, since the fire would burn only flesh, not bones. But your last spell might work here. You concentrate and point a finger into the sky, aiming at one of the bony bats. A shard of pale blue light streaks away from your fingertips and strikes a bat squarely between its burning red eyes. The bat cries once and then plummets to the ground. We only have 3 spells, but there's the spells you paid for. Yeah. Here, let's see. Maybe we took the magical admin class instead of spell casting. No, we got some spells. And we got a probe. Yeah, okay. And let's see. What's the name of these books again? Endless Quest. Endless Quest books. They were published by TSR before they were bought by Wizards of the Coast. Let's see. Nice going, Brandy, Cadag shrieks. More, make some more sparks. I believe we cast a magic missile, but that's my guess. Let's see. Endless question? No, quest. Did you use autocorrect? Let's see. Recovery, Bobby last Saturday. Okay. Well, nice to hear you're feeling better, J-Rat. Yep, stupid autofill got me this time. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Okay. You ready your spell again, but stop when you see the fallen bat pull itself to its skeletal feet and beat its wings. The creature rises into the sky to rejoin the swarm. You feel the muscles in your throat tighten, and you wonder if your death will come swiftly at the claws of the bats. You mumble a prayer for a quick end, but the words trail off as you watch the bats arc skyward, soaring over you and Cadag and disappearing into the mist-draped foliage. Let's see. Okay, I'm done with the power probe. Okay, I agree. Yeah, glad you're recovering, Jay. Yes. Uh-oh, run, Sith.
Let's see. You scared them away, Cadet congratulates you. Your spell frightened them off. I don't think so, you state glumly. I think. A deep, reverberating roar cuts through the air, silencing the monkeys and birds. The jungle feels deathly silent. I think that scared away the bats. Sit, don't run. That's right. Let's see. Cool. They have some in the online library. All right. Let's see. Two large red eyes glower at you through the mist. They are not the tiny eyes of the bats. These are bigger, larger than a man's eyes, and they are slowly moving closer. Kadeg steps to your side, and you see his feathers ruffle with fear. Your grandmother's ring tingles strongly. A cat, Kadeg mutters. A big one. Let's see. Not even from a Rue probe? Yeah, that's a possibility. We might run from that. Oh, bummer. All good now. Cool. Because he is probe ready. Okay. The beast pads forward, snorting as it closes the distance. It's a tiger, but not a natural one. It must be 5 feet high at the shoulder, and its pale yellow and black fur sags on its protruding bones. It's another undead creature, even more grotesque than the bats. You place both hands on your makeshift staff and hold the wood out in front of you, parallel to the ground. You know it will never keep the beast away, but for the moment, you are at a loss of what to do. Kadeg puffs out his chest, caws loudly, then begins shifting his weight back and forth on his feet and opening his beak wide. You've never seen other birds in the jungle take up the same pose. No, you've seen other birds in the jungle take up the same pose when they were warning monkeys away from their nest. The undead tiger stops about 20 feet away and transfixes your eyes. With its unblinking gaze, it throws open its mouth and roars, and with the sound comes a horrid stench that makes you gag. You. Looks like we've been joined by Vantacrew. Hello, Vantacrew. Let's see. You like the word reverberating? Yes, reverberating. Undead tiger. Cool. That is kind of cool. Vanta says hello. Let's see. J Rat says they're still not feeling good, but yeah, that's what happens with this stuff. Sticks with you sometimes. Everybody saying hi. Bobby says, "Oh, good, the better in no time." I hope so, Jay. Okay, we got a picture of this undead tiger. There we go. Looks pretty cool. You bend forward, nearly incapacitated from the smell. Then force yourself upright when you hear a twig snap under the beast's weight. It's moving closer. You grip the staff so tightly your knuckles turn white. The tiger leaps at you, and you squat and angle the staff toward the sky, thrusting it forward to jab the creature's shaggy belly. But the great cat bats the stick out of your grasp, and its reeking body soars over your head. The creature lands softly behind you, whirls, and then pounds forward and lunges at you once more. You dart to the side, bumping into a frightened Kadeg. Cast one of your spells, Brienne. Do something. Your spells. Your simple spells. Get out of here, Kadeg, you bark. Fly to a tall tree. I can't protect both of us. A flap of wings behind you tells you that the Raven Kid has followed your orders. But then you quickly discover Kadeg has other ideas. Your Raven Kid friend arcs upward, then angles like an arrow down toward the tiger. He's going to ram the beast. Let's see. Sorry to ask how we've been doing. I've been doing good. I hope you've been doing good. It sounds like Jay's been dealing with a little bit of a cold or something. Hope you get feeling better. It's AI. Looks familiar. It looks like Tiger. Tiger says I am famous. We got some more cool there from Random Dog. No, sorry, it says indeed. Swedish fish delivery. A lot of people do like Swedish fish. At least among 400 people. Yeah, that's about right.
Let's see, Amazon, Bobby. They deliver everything. Yep.
Okay. A sickly snarl cuts through the night. The undead tiger realizes Kadag's intent and leaps aside just in time, narrowly avoiding the raven kid's sharp beak. The great cat pads forward slowly, confidently, again, fixing your eyes with its staring red gaze. You begin to mumble the words to one of your simple enchantments and gesture with your trembling fingers. In an instant, a ball of flame the size of a coconut appears in your hand. Concentrating, you send it flying through the air straight at the malign beast.
Not right this minute, they won't. That's true. Yeah, you need Amazon Prime back. Yeah, we definitely
Take care of that every month. Okay. Again, the creature dodges to the side, and the ball of fire misses it. But as the fiery ball passes by, flames lick at the tiger's fur. The rotting coat catches fire quickly, and the tiger howls in fury. The great cat begins spinning around in circles, trying to put out the blaze. Instead, the motion serves only to stoke the fire. Within several seconds, the creature is engulfed by flames, and through the inferno, you see the great cat open its mouth. You have won this battle, blood of Khalida. The deep booming voice issues from the tiger. Though you know it not, it is not the tiger that speaks, but it is a small battle, and the ultimate victory shall rest with me, for I am the Lord of Sri Raji, and none shall challenge me. You will come to me, blood of Khalida, and with every step you take, you move closer to your death. The very jungle shall rise up against you, and if you can survive my minions, I myself will await you in Bahar, where I shall slay you personally.
let's see. Hallmark Plus bite. I need prime rib. Cast flaming coconut. Somebody wants bacon. Tiger. Tiger screams, "He man!" We'll send that prime rib right up. Yep. Prime rump. All right.
See what happens next here. The undead tiger's mouth closes, and the cat continues to thrash about in the flames. You are not certain if the fire will destroy the thing, especially since it is already dead, but you will not wait around to find out. Kadag, let's get out of here.
Let's see. Tiger wants to throw bacon at it. Probe rib. Bobby says no. Prime rump is the rump Victor uses for all his AI. Yeah, he does put out some good looking AI. Let's just put it that way. Okay. You dash through the mist in the darkness of the false night. The Raven Kid is close behind you. You move so quickly that your side aches from the strain and your muscles and legs get scratched from the bushes. But you don't stop until you reach a river. You pause to catch your breath and to take in your surroundings. The water looks blacker than the sky. The jungle is eerie at night. Even if it is magical, it is magical night. It's difficult to see more than a few yards in front of your face. To continue to race on blindly would be foolish. You scold yourself. You could walk right into the lair of a jungle creature, and to wait for daylight would be pointless. Day might never come again. Plopping down on the riverbank, you tug off your tunic and begin ripping it into strips. Khalida? Who is Khalida? Kadag huffs as he joins you. That was my grandmother's name, though everyone in the village called her Kali. Lord Ariani somehow knows Kali was related to me, and that I plan to confront him. But how? Kadag nudges your hand with his beak. The ring. It's the only answer. You continue to tear your tunic into long strips. Kadag, see if you can find a sturdy stick about a foot or so long. Okay. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Run probe. Run probe rib. Do not throw bacon. Prime babies. Bobby laughing. We got an HH from random dog. So I think it's Bert. But I'm the tiger. I'll stop attacking for bacon. Okay. Let's see. Bobby says 9 p.m. and I can keep my eyes open. Ridiculous. Let's see. Tug off my tunic and agreed. Ridiculous. Okay.
All right. Let's see what we got here. He nods, shuffles off, and returns several moments later with a foot-long sapling on his beak. In his beak. You take it from him and wrap several of the cloth strips about one end. You shove the rest of the strips into your pants pocket. Then mumble a few words and point your finger at the cloth-wrapped end of the stick. A blue shard shoots from your fingers and ignites the torch. Wait a minute, I thought we only had 3 spells. I guess that's considered a cantrip. This won't give us much light, but it will help, and it should keep the mosquitoes at bay. Let's just hope I have enough clothes to keep this torch burning until we get to Mad Carrie's. She lives at the edge of Lake Vita. It's at least a day's walk from here. You stand, brush the dirt from your pants, and take in Kadeg's puzzled expression. Mad Carrie, the giant raven repeats. I thought we were going to Lord Ariadne's. He said he awaits you in Bahur, his city in the mountains. We will go there, but not until I find out what this ring does. My grandmother can't tell me, but maybe Mad Carrie, my grandmother's sister, can. Mad Carrie never lived in Fadil, so most of the villagers didn't know my grandmother had a sister. But my grandmother used to tell me stories about her. If the stories are true, Mad Carrie is a wizard too, though she's supposedly not quite sane. Bacon. Okay, let's see. What do we got going on here? Cannibal Sib Primia. Strips, as in strips of bacon. Cannibal Sub Primia. Again. New York strips. Bacon's better. I think I go with the beef. His grandmother was his sister. His grandmother's sister. Wide Eyes Crazy Carrie. That may be. Hello, John. Hi there. And what madness is this? Hey again. Okay. All right. If Mad Carrie is still alive, Kadeg adds, I must concussion you. Briandy, you could be trying to find a dead woman. Kadeg could be right. Your grandmother was old when she died. Mad Carrie might have died years before, but you hope not. You could use another ally. You strike out due north and travel nearly half a mile before you suddenly find yourself rooted in the spot. Looking down, you notice your left foot is caught in a tree root. Cursing yourself for being clumsy and not looking where you're going, you pull your foot free and rub your scratched ankle. You start to take another step, only to discover that you are caught again. Your eyes open wide in surprise when you look down once more. The root is wrapped around your ankle like a rope. Other roots are moving in your direction, like thin snakes writhing toward a captive mouse. Let's see. His grandmother was his sister. Why is Carrie mad? Yes. Okay. Kadeg, look out! The tree's alive! You cry, trying to warn your friend. Too late, Mirandy! The Raven Kid has been captured too, trussed up above the earth and held helplessly by snake-like branches. You fall to your rump, drop the torch, and use both hands to pry at the root that holds you fast. Your fingers strain for the effort, and your chest heaves in fear. You gather your strength and pull, but all your exertion goes for naught. The root is stronger than you. Still, you won't give up. Casting your gaze about, you spy a rock and grab it, and begin striking the root with it, showering splinters with each blow. As you struggle to free yourself, you see an errant root grab your torch and fling it aside. Of course you beam. The tree is afraid of fire. But unfortunately, the torch is now beyond your reach. Okay. Stranglevine, that's a possibility. You look down and see how you have stepped in doo-doo. That is not possible, I don't think. Tiger doo-doo. Undead tiger doo-doo. You continue to pound away at the roots that hold you fast, then risk a glance to see if your Ravenkin friend is meeting with any success. Looking up, you see that Kadag is using his beak like a dagger, jabbing it fiercely at the branches that hold him captive. Again and again, his beak slams into the wood. You gasp. The tree is bleeding. Kadag continues stabbing the wood until at last he breaks free. He flies upward away from the tree, and you lose sight of him in the darkness. Let's see. Love an errant foot, an errant root, yes. Fireball, that's what he should cast, I agree. Only way to be sure. Yep. You bleeding tree. All right. You resume your pounding on the root, working with renewed effort. At last, you are rewarded with a battered root releases its hold on your ankle. You leap to your feet and look about for the torch. It's nowhere in sight. It must have gone out, you think, but there is no time to try it to find it. As another root is wriggling towards you, not wanting to get caught again and again, you dash blindly ahead through the foliage, your feet pounding over the ferns and moss. You can barely see where you are going. The jungle is filled with darkness. The thumping sounds of your feet match the pounding in your heart. Suddenly you find yourself borne upward. No, you scream as you realize a willowy tree branch has caught you about your waist, about your wrist like a whip, and is lifting you. Other limbs quickly streak out to wrap about your arms and legs, holding you fast. Your heart thunders in your chest, and you struggle to break loose from its grasp. Shh, little one, do not struggle so, a hollow, raspy voice scolds. I shall make your death. Make sure your death is swift. What are you? You stammer as you continue to struggle in a vain attempt to get loose. Let me go. Let's see what we've got here. Used up all my flaming coconuts on tigers. Yeah. I can light my farts on fire again. Okay. In reply, the branches tighten about your limbs, forcing another scream through your lips. Your fingers tingle with pain and your hands grow numb. I am the quick wood, the hollow voice intones. This is my land. You have trespassed on, and you are now mine to eat. Let's see. J-Rat says, flaming tiger farts, make sure your nose is closed first. Yeah, we might have to, Tiger. Quick wood, yes. Quick wood. You stare at the trunk of the massive willow and see whorls in the bark that remind you of eyes. You blink in astonishment and look closer. An instant later, a particularly large whorl opens and reveals a triple row of wooden teeth. The tree laughs deep and long. My fangs shall make quick work of you. Lord Ariana shall reward me well. Ariane commands you, you sputter. The tree laughs again. Lord Ariane commands us all. The branches draw you in closer to the tree's mouth, and you smell the wooden creature's breath, a ghastly odor that reminds you of rotting vegetation. A root-like tongue snakes out and pokes at your stomach. You must think very quickly, Briandy. If you don't do something fast, you will end up inside the tree's gullet. Maybe you could bargain with it. Perhaps it would take your grandmother's ring in exchange for your life, or perhaps you should cast one of your spells. Now we have some choices, but we'll catch up here with the chat here real quick. Let's see, we got Quickwood. What? Did a pretty lady just walk by? That is also a possibility with these Ravenloft books. Creepy tree eyes. The tree will get rewarded with a fireball. That is likely. Lost again, but I found my way. Yeah, we'll help you find your way, Bobby. Let's see. We got two choices. If you offer the ring to the Quickwood, turn to page 20 or turn to number 20. If instead you cast a spell, turn to 33. So give up the ring or cast a spell. Tiger wants to go fireball. J-Rat wants to go fireball, so that's 2 for spell. See if I can find some numbers here.
There it is. Okay. Any other votes, guys? Get me a drink here. Cast Flaming Coconut, so that's 3 for spell. So it looks like we're going to go for spell, Bobby. Missed the story part again, so no vote. Okay. All right. We're going to cast a spell. I'm going to keep our mulligan page here. I've got to use a spell, you think to yourself, something that will keep the tree from eating you. After all, once you gave the Quickwood your grandmother's ring, the tree would have no reason to let you live. Bubbling quickly to yourself and making a gesture with your fingers, you cause a ball of flame to erupt in your palm. The flame about the size of a coconut burns brightly. Fire, shouts the Quickwood. You must be a wizard. I'm trying to be, you whisper. Then you raise your voice to the evil tree. Now release me. Do it now or I'll burn you. The rat never gives up his ring. That's right. But it's funny that it's a coconut, isn't it? The tree complies grudgingly. You notice a few of its roots are poised like cobras, ready to strike. The whirl it passes for its mouth trembles slightly, and what you assume are its eyes glower at you, then stare at the ball of flame in your palm. After several moments, its great maw opens, and the tree speaks again. Let's see. Ruse a prophet. That's not how you spell that, but okay. See if we got a prophet. Once you gave your grandma's ring the Quickwood. Okay. That fire will hurt me, but it will not kill me. It is too small, and the jungle floor is too wet to let the flames spread far. You realize that the tree speaks the truth. Your spell will not be enough to kill it before it can eat you. You wince as you see several of its roots inch closer. Take care, Quickwood. It's dry enough up here. The voice is take care, Quickwood. It's dry enough up here. The voice is Kadeg's. Glancing up, you see the black form of the Raven Kid against the dark sky, and its claw is your torch. The great bird hovers just above the evil willow, letting the torch flames lick dangerously close to the tree's uppermost branches. As the tree turns its attention to Kadeg, you take advantage of the opportunity. You slowly back away until you are certain that you are out of the Quickwood's reach. Quickwood, you shout, if you want to keep your precious bark intact, you better talk fast. Between the two of us, we can destroy you. How did you know Lord Ariadne was after me? Its eyes whirl and into a squint. I heard his voice on the breeze. The Lord of the island owns the wind, which carries his words. And if I heard them, others heard them also. Though you may escape me, you cannot avoid all the Lord's minions. The Lord has commanded your capture. Let's see. Well, it wasn't corrected. Yeah. Talk fast, Quickwood. Yep. The tree's eyes again gaze skyward, where Kadeg continues to hold the torch. You motion to the Raven Kid to join you as you step farther away from the tree. If the wind carries Ariadne's voice to you again, tell him I won't be defeated by his jungle creatures. Tell him I'm coming after him. With that, you disappear into the forest, letting the ball of flame die out. It takes too much energy and concentration to keep it going. The oppressive darkness immediately swallows you, and for a moment you worry that you'll stumble into another Quickwood. But Kadeg glides to your side, and you take the torch from him. It provides enough light to at least see where you're going. Thanks, you tell the Raven Kid. For a few moments there, I was afraid I'd be plant food. That was a call. You must be cautious, Brandy. If what the tree said is true, all the creatures in the jungle are aligned against us. Let's see. I smelled his voice on the wind. This is Lord of the Rings, man. Yeah, it kind of is. Okay. You shudder and plunge ahead, hoping that your encounter with the Quickwood hasn't thrown you off course. With neither sun nor stars to guide you, the magical night makes it difficult to tell what direction you're heading in. After several moments, your torch reveals a large clearing ahead. You'll have easy walking for a while. You plod forward with Kadeg several feet behind you. Suddenly you feel the solid ground seem to fall away beneath your feet, and you start to sink. You drop the torch,
and it lands somewhere to your off to the side and goes out. The darkness closes. The darkness closes in all around you. You continue to sink past your knees, past your thighs. In moments, you have sunk up to your waist. It's quicksand, you call the Raven Kid. Stand back. The trees are menacing shadows all about you, indistinct and ghost-like. A shape moves to a low-hanging branch that stops, chitters at you. You realize it's a monkey, and it sits on a branch, almost near enough for you to grab. Behind you, Cadet caws nervously. If you can get the monkey to climb toward the end of the branch, the branch will dip close enough for you to grab it. You begin chattering to the monkey and motioning with your fingers as if you had a scrap of food. The monkey screeches again, then cocks its head in curiosity. Come on, little fellow, you coax. After what seems like an eternity, the spider monkey edges forward, and the limb bends down several inches toward the liquid sand. The monkey's eyes glow red, and an odd, menacing laugh escapes its lips as it leaps away. Ariani, you cry as the branch springs back beyond your grasp. As if in reply, the jungle around you erupts in a cacophony of bird screams. Cacophony? And monkey shrieks. Okay, there's a picture here of the spider monkey. Let's see. I am guided by the probe. Cacophony. Yes, okay, cacophony. Finally, let's see. Prepare to be probed. Grab your monkey now. All right, cacophony. Yeah, it's not a word I've ever said out loud, I don't think. But there's the monkey pretty much laughing at you. You have sunk to your chin in the muck by the time the racket dies down. Breathing is painful, and you feel lightheaded from fear. Another few moments and you will be part of the jungle forever. Perhaps you should have returned to Vashti at the university. You would have lived longer. Suddenly you hear a slapping sound, and a shower of wet sand pelts your face. Something has fallen into the pool of quicksand. Briandy, to your right, Cadet calls. Grab the branch. The heavy wet sand is nearly up to your nose. You gasp, swallowing some of the choking mud. Don't panic, you scold yourself. Don't struggle. You ease yourself to the right, and your cheek brushes against the wood. Using all of your strength, you push your fingers through the muck until they rub against the rough bark, clamping them around the branch. You suck in another lungful of air as you sink lower still. Then you feel yourself being pulled backward. Cadet is tugging on the branch. It takes all of your energy to keep your fingers locked about your piece of wood. You are exhausted by the time Cadet pulls you to solid ground. I owe you my life, you gasp. Thank you. Just lift the curse, Briandy, then we'll be even. You are covered from forehead to toes with the coarse, wet sand. It feels heavy and uncomfortable. You catch your breath and lie still for a few moments, thinking of little else but sleeping in your bed at the university. Gradually, your breathing becomes more regular, and you find yourself drifting off into a troubled sleep. You wake sometime later. How long you slept is impossible to say, for the jungle sky above is still as black as night. Cadet stands by your side. Okay, what we got here in the chat? Your caca is phony. Yeah, Radini says, get him. Tiger says, spank the monkey. I love the word cacophony. Yeah, it's a wet hole, Rue. Okay, yeah. Don't eat the mud. And grab your wood, everyone. Yes. Your slapping sound of wet stuff splashes your face. Your face brushes against the wood. Yeah, Ray. You do these every Thursday? No, Bobby. We do them once a month. The first Thursday of the month, generally, or the second. Generally the second. So sometimes we do them on the first if we're doing something else the next week. But yeah, once a month. I was thinking about doing them more often, but we haven't. And this seems to work out just about right. She says, okay, cool. And Ray says, you're reading it, man. Well, thanks. I need a big reminder. Well, I put it on Discord. I put it on Instagram, and it's on YouTube all the time, too. Okay, we're out of choice, everybody. Hello, Cool Gamer. How you doing, bud? All right, here we go. Do you clean yourself off and continue on to Mad Carries? Or have you had enough and want to go back to the university? So clean off and go to Bad Carries, or go back to the university.
That's on YouTube. Yeah. There must be also be written by a romance author too. Some of them, yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'll need a poke in the forehead. Yeah, I'm not gonna go there, Bobby. Okay. Let's see. No probes. All right. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. I'll be watching your next stream soon. Cool. That'll be tomorrow night. We're gonna do our Fridays from the Hilt, where we talk about our shorts. We talk about role-playing games, G.I. Joe, our game system, Lenharrow, and we have a topic at the end of the night. Tomorrow night we're looking at it's Superhero Month, so we're looking at the movie Mystery Men, which it's a fantastically underrated older movie, but it was really good. Let's see. Spytix says, ask Logan to read The Dark Tower. Yeah, I don't think The Dark Tower is an Endless Quest book, though. Spytix. We got to have some kind of interaction with the chat if I'm just sitting here reading it. Might as well be a video. But I get you. I've heard that's a good book series. Let's go forth and fetch Mulan. Yes. All right, so our choices. You still want to go? So I'm taking that as a vote for Mad Carry, Tiger. Am I right? Okay. So Mad Carry or go to the university? We got some Goosebumps. Yeah, we have a few of those. We all have to look for them, though. I think they're in our storage area. Goosebumps is a pretty good series. Yep. All right. What is the decision here? She's our new Mulligan page. Choose your own blue chick adventure. Somebody would have to write those themselves. That is funny. I'll choose blue, dude. See, blue is where it's at. I agree. What are the options again? Okay. We can continue on to Bad Carries or go back to the university and give up, basically. Let's see. Anywhere except the university. Okay, so that's 2 for moving on. Bobby chooses blue. So Tiger doesn't get cold in the snow. Dresses like that. Go to Mad Carry. That's 3 for Mad Carry, I'm guessing. Yep. I think we can keep our clothes on, I hope. So that's 3 for Mad Carry. Any more votes? All right, I guess we're going to Mad Carry. Give it another minute. See if we get any more votes in here. Keep that Mulligan page going. This has been kind of fun. It's been a little different, but once I got used to it, flipping back and forth where the numbers are, that it works. Not as easy as page numbers, but it lets them put more content in the book. I'll say that much. Let's see. Blue was our color for the day in our shorts, Bobby. Pretty much, yeah. Hello, Kenneth Bird. We continued on our endless quest book, and I'm guessing with that. Awesome. I think I missed them. That's all right. They're there to check out whatever. I'm going to go with the vote that we're going to continue on to Bad Carries. So let's do that. Cadag, I've been thinking, you say. If the entire jungle is out to get us, maybe we should fly above the jungle. We could get to Bad Carries a lot faster. The Raven Kid stares at you. That would pose no problem to me since I can fly, Briandy. But you are too big for me to carry, and I won't leave you behind. That's just it. I could do something about that, you say excitedly. I could cast a spell to make myself smaller. I didn't think of it until now. The Raven Kid moves closer, and you see his expression brighten. There's little else you can see because of the darkness. That's a wonderful idea, Briandy. We certainly won't need to worry about carnivorous trees and quicksand if we're flying. Now, how does this spell work? Your reply is cut off by a loud cawing sound. Cadag's beak is closed, so the noise came from elsewhere. You hear a flutter of wings, then another caw. This time, the sound comes from directly above you. Squinting, you pierce through the darkness and make out the shape of another large raven kid. There is more flapping, and you spot a second bird beside the first. Villagers, you think to yourself. Cadag's eyes them carefully. You're surprised he doesn't greet them. Is something wrong, you whisper? We should find out if those raven kid are from Fadil. Cadag ruffles his feathers. Maybe we shouldn't worry about them. Maybe we should concentrate on finding Carrie and lifting the curse. The choice is yours, Briandy. Do you want to meet the pair of raven kid who might be friends or relatives of yours? Or do you want to plunge deeper into the jungle on your way to Lake Beta and the wizard Carrie? Let's see. Can you carry us? Flying breaks the game. The short is called Sapphire, Bobby. Yep. There's a Tiger's doing these shorts with Gem as the feature. Okay, let's see. Our choices are to meet the Ravens or continue on to Bad Carries. Do we continue on some more, or do we want to meet these Ravens? It's up to you guys. My nose. I looked like I was doing something else. I was trying to blow my nose. Hold the book open at the same time. Let's see. Ray wants to beat the Ravens. Fight, then carry on. So that's 2 for meeting the Ravens. Are they different Ravens or are villager Ravens? You guys aren't sure. But first, Trenya. So we got 2 votes for meeting the Ravens so far. And the question was, are they villagers? And Cadag didn't know. So that seems a little odd, doesn't it? There's a picture on this page. This is where you would have gone if we chose the ring. It looks like that's a death sentence if we would have chose to give the tree the ring. You heard darkness. Yes, there was some darkness. It is dark all around. You are in Ravenloft. Sorry, cooking English muffins to pretend they are Swedish fish. I hope that works, Bobby. All right, so 2 votes for Meet the Ravens. Does that work? Maybe you heard Luna. Beat the Ravens. Does that work? I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. If they can imagine that it does, you can if you believe you can. I don't understand, Bobby. She's going to imagine that they're sweet. Okay, never mind. It's a new show, Beat the Ravens. Okay, all right. So that's 3 for Beat the Ravens. We'll find out in a minute.
All right, so if we want to beat the Ravens, we go to number 36. It's become a flip book. Oh, that had to have gone past it. Come on. Oh, that's 35. Wow. Yep, that went past it. Okay, so where is 36 in here? It's got to be in here. So where's... Oh. Ah, here we are, 36. Okay.
Let's see. Darkness, he said. I was looking for a cat. Yeah, that would be on Rudini. Rudini's channel. Like Meet the Feebles. Darkness meows so politely for food. He does.
All right. Let's see what we got here. You pass by the 2 Raven Kid. What if they're old friends like Kadeg? What if one of them knows where your mother is? Still, you have to be careful not to tarry too long, no matter who they are. It's crucial that you find the wizard Carissa. Did we change her name, I guess? You hope she'll be able to tell you more about the powers of the ring. You're going to need its help if you have to face any more undead creatures, carnivorous trees, or worse. You glance at the jewel, which glows warmly, then look up at the Raven Kid. Their shapes are indistinct in the dark sky. You wave your hand in greeting, and the 2 giant ravens glide to the jungle floor. One is tall and has a massive barrel-like chest. Its feathers are jet black, tinged with a hint of purple, and it wears a necklace of beads wrapped several times around its right claw to keep them from falling off. Let's see. We got Darkness, Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He meows so sweet that hisses and slaps. Yeah. Carrie's is her real name. That's why she's bad. Yes. Okay, I guess so. Carissa. Okay, Carrie's short for Carissa. I get it. Are you from Fadil, you ask? The smaller Raven Kid struts forward. You notice it has several broken tail feathers and wears a silver chain about its neck. No, not anymore, he says in a scratchy, deep voice. But you were once from Fadil. We recognize you. Briandi. You were spared because you were away. You smile weakly. I came back soon after the village was destroyed. I know about the curse. You say glibly, this is Kadeg. We're working together to try to get the curse lifted. With luck, you'll be your old selves again. The pair of Raven Kid regard you for what seems like several moments. Then the smaller one squints his eyes at you. Kadeg strides past you until he is beak to beak with the small Raven Kid. You must be Tybor, Kadeg states.
Curse autocorrect. Yeah. Caruso. Caruso.
Okay, you recognize the name. Tybor is a few years younger than you. A loner. He was always ostracized from the children of the village because he was a bully. The female Raven Kid is even bigger than Kadeg. She leans forward. Just how will you lift the curse, Briandi? You shuffle your feet, then decide to tell them the truth. Better to give them some hope of becoming human again, you decide. I have a magical ring. It may have the power to break the curse, or perhaps force the lord of the island to turn everyone back to their normal selves. The smaller Raven Kid moves around Kadeg and approaches you until his beak is mere inches from your nose. Give me this ring. I'll fly it to the Lord of Ariani and ask him that he lift the curse in exchange for it. No, he'd have no reason to lift the curse once he got the ring. Kadeg and I can handle this matter on our own. Handle this matter our way and on our own. Besides, the ring is mine, not yours.
The ring is mine. Oh. Sellouts. Yep, they're sellouts. Oh. Let's see. No, BA. Why? Does the bully usually do the ostracizing? Not usually. Mine. Yes, the ring is mine. Not when you gang up on him. That's true.
Okay. Tybor begins pacing in front of you. You would be a hero if you lifted that curse, and Tybor would be nothing. like this plan, Briandi. I think a far better plan is for me to warn Lord Ariani that you are working against him and that you are to have a magic ring. I think the Lord would reward me by making me human again. What do you think, my friend? He says, looking at his large Ravenkid companion. The female Ravenkid squints her eyes, then looks from you to Kadag and then to Tybor. She slowly nods her head. That's a good plan, Tybor. If he makes me human too, we shall fly to Lord Ariani at once. Will that the two Ravenkid take to the skies? Will they reach the Lord's palace in Bahur? You wonder? Will he listen to them? And if he listens, will he somehow prevent you and Kadag from learning about the ring and using it to end the curse? All right, looks like we got another choice here. What's going on in the chat here? No tiger, not Swedish fish. It doesn't taste like Swedish fish. Nope, English muffins. Gotta have a, yeah. Swedish fish gets stuck in my teeth. Yeah. Let's see. I think the Lord will take the ring and cook you for dinner with rice. Yes, that's probably true. All right, so our choices are thus. Do you think you should try to stop the Raven Kid? We could try to stop them. Or continue on to Wizard Carissa. So it's up to you guys. Continue on or go after the Raven Kid. Wizard. We got a vote for Wizard. Ravens and Rice. Yeah. So Wizard. That's 2 for keep going. I missed it. Did they take the ring? No, they do not have the ring. So you got to either go after them or keep going like Jay and Ray want to do. Ray and Jay. Okay, so we got 2 votes for continuing on. Should be at 28. Any other votes? I'll wait another minute or so. Coming up on the 2-hour mark, but we should be just about done. They did not take the ring, so what is your choice, Tiger? Keep going, like Ray and Jay want to do. Bobby, you can vote too. Lord will take care of them. I'm sure he already knows about the ring. So that's 3rd vote for going on. All right. So it looks like we're going on. That's 3 votes. Generally, who's been voting? So let's see. Doesn't matter if Lord Ariani is warned about you. You are certain the Lord already knows you are coming. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had to fight the Quickwood or the Undead Tiger. Nor would he have blanketed the island in eternal night. Maybe he could sense the ring. Maybe he has some magical crystal ball that lets him watch over the entire island. You shudder. In your current small form, you certainly hope he isn't able to see your every move. Kadag's wings slice gracefully through the night sky, gliding over the tallest of the trees, slowly banking toward Lake Vida. Your mouth drops open in surprise. You see in the distance an egg-shaped opening in the darkness where the night does not hold sway. As you come nearer, you see that in the center of the clearing is a lake, tinged orange by the setting sun. How is it possible that only this tiny part of the island isn't carpeted in darkness? Let's see. The ring. Okay. I gotta find out where I was here. Wow, I lost my place. Oh, there we are. The lake grows larger as the miles melt away beneath the Raven Kid's black wings. By the time you near the water, you see ripples colored vermilion by the sun. Why is there sun here? You whisper to yourself. Why is it night everywhere else? Kadag glides to a landing near the lake, and you slide from his back. Bubbling a few words, you reverse your spell and slowly and achingly to return to your original height. The waves of heat and cold and the feeling of hundreds of crawling insects on your skin is diminished as you survey the beauty of your surroundings. Padding to the edge of the lake, you kneel and cup your hands in the clear water. You drink deeply and notice that Cadag is doing the same. The ordeal with the other two Ravenkin made you both thirsty and wary, and it's been a long time since you've had anything to drink. It's peaceful here, and part of you wishes you could stay a while and enjoy the magnificence of the setting. But you don't have time to tarry. You and Cadag have a task to perform. You must find Carissa, if she lives, that is, and if she is a wizard, you must make her teach you the secret of the ring. I live, little one, and I am enough of a wizard to hold back the night. The craggy voice startles you, and you struggle to keep from falling forward into the lake. When you recover your balance, you twist your head to the side and see an old woman with spiderweb fine hair and skin covered from everywhere with wrinkles. You recognize this woman, and your heart leaps with pleasure that she is not dead after all. Grandmother!
Okay, well, so what we got going on in the chat here? Opening in the darkness. They'll say it in a raspy, creepy voice. Okay. I don't know if I have the voice for it. I've been reading a while. Deer in the headlights look. Hey, Bert, how you doing? Is this where the Lady of the Lake resides? Let's see. Everybody saying hi to Rev. Is Rev Rats Rides in the chat here? Did I miss that? Well, if you are here, so hey, Rev. Is that the lady with the sword like an Excalibur? Nope, don't think so, Bert. All right, so I'm supposed to turn to number 12. Okay. Hey, Kate, how you doing? We're probably just about done here, but we've been at it 2 hours now, but we'll get things going. Saying hi to Kate and hello to Bert. Rev is J-Rat. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Nice to know. Okay, grandmother, you cry, leaping to your feet and drying your hands on your pants. I thought you were dead at the university. The note from my parents, the bird village, your ring. The words tumble from your lips as you hurry to her side and stare into her ruby blue eyes. I'm so glad to see you. I have your ring. Here, you can have it back. You tug at the ring, but stop when you notice her quizzical expression. A grandson? How nice, she chortles. This is a wonderful day. I've never had a son before, let alone a grandson. The old woman titters softly and cups your face with her rough, wrinkled hands. You hear Cadag move to your side as she hugs you. Her frame is small and bony. You will make a fine grandson indeed. Carissa, the Ravenkin says questioningly. The old woman's milky eyes grow wide, and she smiles, revealing several gaps from several missing, broken teeth. Why, yes, I am Carissa, and who are you, large talking bird? Do you want to be my grandson, too? Let's see. I tumble for you. Boy, George, I thought you were a lady. Yep. Wait, it is her. Is it her sister? I think it is. And I think they're twins, too. That was my thinking. Carissa, of course you scold yourself. This is Carissa, your grandmother's sister, the woman you are looking for. She looks so much like your grandmother. You were confused for an instant. You take a step backward. She stares sadly at you and Cadag and then starts swaying back and forth and mumbling. Next, she closes her eyes and grows silent for a moment, though her swaying is faster now. A bird cries overhead. She starts to hum. No wonder your grandmother called her Mad Carrie. You consider interrupting her, but you are uncertain what to say. Brienne, she says softly, then resumes her humming. Brienne of Fadil, who hopes to be a wizard. Yes, I am Brienne, you say. Silently, you wonder how she knows so much about you. You know your grandmother and her sister hadn't spoken to each other for many years. You wonder if she's reading your mind. Okay. Okay, fine, Logan. I am on my main account. No worries, man. I wasn't aware. Either way, I'll remember J-Rats as Rev Rats, so that's cool too. Nice to see you, bud. All right.
You are my sister's grandson, she says, her voice almost musical now. My sister is dead and beyond his grasp, though now he is after you, and you are still within his reach. How do you know this, you ask? The old woman stops swaying and opens her eyes. You're reading my mind, aren't you? You glare at her angrily. Get out of my head. Do you hear me? She makes a soft tis sound, as if scolding you, then fixes her eyes on the Raven Kid. You must be Cadag, Briandy's friend, who has been cursed. It's been a long time since I last had any visitors. I haven't much time left for visitors. The years wear on me, and I shall join my sister soon, within a year or two at the most, I think. She cackles, and a shiver runs up your spine. It will be good to see Kalida once more. Perhaps we will get along with each other better in death. Puzzled, you continue to stare at the old woman, still angry, as she poked you in your mind. Okay? Your grandmother never read your thoughts. At least you weren't aware of her doing so, Carissa says. Oh, I could tell you liked my sister together. I could tell you liked my sister, Briandy. It's a pity she and I didn't get along together. Silly of us, silly of me. Here, come into my tree and have something refreshing to drink.
All right, what we got? Bobby says, I did not put two and two together. Okay, it happens. Let's see. Another Burt channel. Kate says, pretty close to finishing this week's chapter, and I love it. Cool. Nice to hear, Kate. Let's see. Everybody else just saying hi again. This is Bert. I am everywhere and see everything. Yes, sir. All right, I got a picture here of her inviting us into the tree there. Pretty cool art in here in this book. And Billy and Rocky, okay. You get double vote? No. She would have if I hadn't figured, if Bert hadn't told on you. All right, let's see. The old woman doesn't wait for your reply. Instead, she hobbles toward a massive willow-like tree with a trunk as big around as 3 elephants. All right, we've got quite a bit of reading to do here. And then we have another choice. Wow. This one's going on, isn't it? Beckoning to you over her shoulder, she enters a hollow at the base of the tree and disappears from sight. You eye your Raven Kid friend, but he isn't paying any attention to you. He is following Mad Carrie, glancing over your shoulder. You take one last look at the sunset, then follow Cadag inside the tree. You stop just inside the entrance, and your mouth drops open in astonishment. The inside of the tree is bigger than you thought. It's bigger on the inside. Oh, my goodness. A single large room dominates the old woman's home. It's filled with opulent furniture, the kind you'd expect to see in the grandest towers in Vashti, nestled against the far wall. You see a magnificent settee covered in a thick green brocade, or brocade, while 3 handsomely carved straight black chairs and low table made of polished wood as black as midnight form a quaint dining nook. The room is lit by a magical orb of light that hangs from a brass hook in the ceiling. Cadag approaches one of the chairs hesitantly, and with some effort he rests his body on its seat, breaking one of his longest tail feathers in the process. The old woman has chosen a spot on the settee, near an alcove containing a small bed covered by a red and gold silk quilt. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Lots of chat going on here. All right. Ray says probed. Does that mean I get a double vote? Yeah, we went over that. Let's see. Bert says wood. It's a log, wood, I mean book. Yep. It's bigger on the inside. Yep. Long wood, but quick. Yeah. Throbbing book reading. Polished wood, waxed wood. Bert has some channels that comment dirty. Yeah. Wood free. Okay. When it gets racy, Logan removes his hat. Oh, click that dang bell twice. Hopefully this time it takes. Can't control my alter ego. Stop it, guys. Wood. Let's see. Take the hat off, man. I could. I got a decent haircut going on. So, let's see. Stroked Wood. The Wood with these words. I don't know, Bobby. Wood could be good. We got Corner Clubhouse Cobalt in the house. Hello, CCC. Bobby says Blue Wood. We got Wet Wood. I only take my hat off for two things. Okay. Well, the hat comes off with the beard. You have a bit of an Amish look. Yeah. I always thought it was the Zangief look from Street Fighter, but that's just me. Oh, man. Now we know what he was doing when he started the stream. Let's see. Amish Paradise Wood. Oh, you guys are too much. All right. See if we can get this book finished here tonight. Don't stare, Briandy. It's bad manners, Kid Egg whispers. Would you like something to drink? Carrie asked. The bird nods, and the old woman rises shakily to her feet and shuffles into a shadowy niche. Kid Egg, this is crazy, you whisper. We're inside a tree talking with a mad woman when we should be on our way to confront Lord Ariality. I'm glad Carissa's alive, but she's hardly sane enough to help us. I'm afraid it was a bad idea to come. Let's get out of here. Let's see. Dare I say on target? Probably like, what the heck is happening here? Probably. We're reading another quest book. And it looks like we're hopefully coming up near the end. Good movie. Actually, yeah. Guess we'll just keep reading here. Would you like something to drink? Okay, the bird nods, and the old woman rises shakily to her feet and shuffles into a shadowy ditch. Dang, this is crazy. Okay, we already did that. Leaving so soon, young Briandy, Mad Carrie titters as she emerges from the shadows and pads towards you with a tray. On it are two pale blue porcelain cups and a bowl. She hands you a cup, takes one for herself, and offers Keneg a bowl to drink from. You sip the drink tentatively, discovering it is a fruity mixture that is bittersweet and quite refreshing. It won't hurt you, she says, though I suppose you'd rather not know what's in it. You sputter and notice Keneg's amused expression. You glare at him, then nod your head toward the door. You start to take a step toward it, but to your utter astonishment, you discover your feet won't move. We need a bird feeder? Okay. No, Tiger, I don't want birds pecking my wood. A wood feeder. She spiked it, guys. Yeah, I think she did. Bad Carrie cackles loudly, her shrill voice echoing in the room. I can't let you leave yet, she giggles. I haven't had company in a long time. Let us go, Carrie, you scold. We have important things to do. She twitters at your discomfort. What will it take to win your trust, grandson of my sister? Are you always so suspicious? I suspect this bitterness with the curse of Fadil has made it difficult for you to have faith in others, but that's a valuable lesson. You should trust no one easily, not even your senses, especially never trust your senses. Keneg quickly downs the mixture in his bowl and thanks the woman. She stares at him for several long moments and smiles slyly. You're not certain what is passing between them, but you suspect they are holding some kind of mental conversation. The woman looks at the Raven Kid intently, grins broadly, and gestures toward the door. Okay. Pecking wood, damn woodpeckers, birds meats, Woody with a woodpecker. I sometimes use my wood for poking. Roofied, yeah, we got roofied. You can poke, but no probing. Let's see, right, Briandy. Next time, my channel name. Poke, don't probe. Hashtag poke, don't probe. All right, guys. Carissa,
wants to talk with you alone, Brandy.
I'll wait outside. He just abandons us, just like that. Kadek eases himself from the chair and starts for the door. You start to protest, but a sharp look from the old woman makes you hold your words.
I will teach you much in the time I have left in this world, most certainly more than you're learning at that expensive university, she says. But first you must help Kadeg and the other villagers of Fadil. In turn, I will help you by revealing the secrets of my sister's ring and telling you about your grandmother and me. Mad Carrie leans back on her elegant settee and runs her wrinkled fingers over the fabric, tracing a design of the costly material. You move to the chair that Kadeg vacated and sit quietly waiting. Several moments pass before the old woman loses interest in the pattern and turns to face you. Her skin looks very thin and pale, and she seems extremely fragile. But I'm not feeble, Brienne, she says softly. Power courses through my veins. My heart is filled with magic, as were your grandmother's, though she was not as powerful as I. The power is in you, too. She leans forward. Grasp your hand and rubs her thumb over the bloodstone, wiping off the grit of the jungle until it glows. I had a ring like this once.
Okay. It is running kind of long. Normally these other quest books are a lot shorter. So these newer ones definitely have more stuff in them. You got Abandoned Wood. We got Stay on Target. No such thing. Ring teaches better magic. We got Twins. Yep. Figures as soon as Burt's Beats joins the chat dissolves. Such a sweet, sinister voice you have, Logan. All right, let's do this. A Longwood story. There we go. All right. She raises her eyes to look at you, but they are different now. They are the eyes of a young person. You watch as the wrinkles melt away from her frame and she begins to shrink. The tree home vanishes, and you find yourself looking at a child standing in tall grass. Your grandmother and I were twin sisters, born to a loving family in the city of Malani. The child speaks with the old woman's voice. She relates that as she and her sister grew older, their magical talents became apparent. They could read others' thoughts and communicate mentally before they could speak. But the parents, frightened by the magic, feared the children, and they wanted no part of arcane forces. Before our 16th birthday, we were entrusted to our grandfather, an old hermit who lived in the woods. The hermit was filled with magic, too. He was a powerful wizard who commanded the elements. Okay, then we got Winded Wood. We got Hot Grandma. We got What Happened to the Rice. Logan uses this voice at the knitting club. We ate it with the ravens. It went bad, and I picture Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction with that voice. Possibly. A red mist, the color of the bloodstone, billows up around the young Carrie. When it retreats, the scene has shifted. You watch as the man accepts the girls as if they were his own children and schools them in the arts of magic. He fashions 2 rings to protect them, telling them he would not always be able to be at their side. This is one of those rings. You whisper. Take good care of it, an older Carrie warned you. She is a lithe young woman now, about your age, and her hair is the color of sunlight. I did not take care of my ring, Mad Carrie cackled softly. I wanted to be an all-powerful sorceress to command the elements like my grandfather, and to make this island mine. I was very ambitious then. Your grandmother, dear Kalina, only wanted to use her magic for the good of the people of Sri Raji. We parted company the day after our 16th birthday. She journeyed to Fadil, while I stayed here learning more and more from grandfather. Let's see. Crotcheting stream. You did? No, I do not, sir. Awesome. Let's see. Where you see everything, no acting surprised. Hungar says, hello, everyone. Welcome, Hungar. We're hopefully just about done with this book. She was the bad witch. Yeah, I think so. I like swinging my wooden handle. Okay. That is a great emoji. Hey, Hungar, and howdy, howdy. All right. Let's see. So that's why Mad Carrie is more powerful than your grandmother was. You think to yourself. But my dream to gain enough power to rule this island was tainted with evil. Unfortunately, it took me several years to realize it.
During those years, I cared for my failing grandfather, and I was wooed by a handsome young man named Ariadne. Carrie smiles demurely at you. She is older now, perhaps in her mid-20s. I intended to share my power with him. He was quite a dashing figure with his fine clothes and wicked smile. It didn't take long for me to fall in love with him. After a short courtship, we were married. The red mist billows up again, and you feel yourself being pulled into it, pulled deeper into the story. When the mist recedes, you see a palace, a massive structure of marble standing atop a high mountain. Okay, we got more chicken wood, and Pecker could only emoji a chicken. He's the Lord looking for the ring. Yep. Okay. Ariadne gained the power I had sought, continues Carrie. Her image has changed once more. She is older still, though hauntingly attractive, and there is a hint of wrinkles around her sparkling eyes. While I lacked the power I thought I desired, I had everything I truly wanted. Wealth, fancy clothes, servants, a princely husband. I was so caught up in the romance and elegance that it took me much longer than it should have to realize Ariadne was more corrupt than I, that his power was perverted. I began to notice things. Lone villagers from all over the island were brought to him at odd hours. His domestic servants, I thought at first, but they were actually sacrifices for his dark plans. I began to see through the magic he wove around his servants. Oh, they looked like real people, but beneath the surface, they were actually walking corpses, undead. Mad Carrie pinches her lips in disgust and sadly shakes her head. Let's see. Yep. Keep your axe away from my wood. Yep. Totally agree with that, Red. All right. Nor was Ariadne himself truly a man. He was, and remains to this day, an evil spirit who occupies whatever fleshly form strikes his fancy. When he's not in human guise, he usually takes the form of a tiger, or a cross between a man and a tiger. You shiver. The tiger you saw in your vision, the one that breathed fire and made the village burn, it was Ariadne. Oh, that's all, babies. Do I even need to mention my heart? Bobby says no. Tiger says no. Tiger, burning bright. Okay. There we go. Yes, I guessed it before it even went up there. All right. Let's see if we can get through this. We still got quite a few more pages on this one before we get to another choice. Ariana Casey. Probably Carissa confirms your thoughts, though it might have been one of his minions. He controls the tigers on the island. He controls everything on the island. But when he no longer controlled my heart, I saw everything as it truly was. I couldn't bear to be a part of it any longer. I fled into the jungle. But why? Didn't I use my ring to stop him? You nod your head, fascinated by the morbid tale. I no longer possessed my ring. I had given it to Ariadne on the day of our wedding at his request. I ignored the tingling of the bloodstone. I listened only to my foolish heart. He took the ring because he knew it had power, you blurt out. He knew it could stop him. The mist billows up, and old Carissa steps through it. You blink your eyes and find yourself back inside her tree hole. You glance at the ring, then look into her eyes. Perhaps you never left the place. All right, what do we got going on here? Spirit, tiger lighting farts, Godzilla, okay. I hate it when my wood is burning. No, I control the tigers on the island. Let's see, tiger lighting farts in the forest of wet shards. Oh my goodness. Tree hole, is that where the wood lives? The old woman nods and smiles sadly. I know that the villagers are still sacrificed to him. I know he steals and lies and murders. And I know that I had the power to stop him at one time, but I let that power slip from my fingers. She sighs sadly and twirls a strand of gray hair around her pale finger. Kalita tried to stop him when she was younger, but her magic wasn't strong enough. Time and time again, Ariadne and his minions attempted to raid Fadil to get her ring. During all the years Kalita lived in Fadil, there was one villager sacrificed to the lord of the island. I don't think the villagers even knew they had a champion in their midst.
No, it's where the wood wants to be. Spike's Logan is going to have to age restrict his book readings. I suppose so. Any knot hole in the storm. Oh, boy, you guys. We got a picture here. I don't know what it's about yet, but maybe we'll find out as we keep reading. Not to tell you died, you say sadly. Sorry about that, Logan. You have to delete the chat.
Okay, Carissa pushes herself up from the settee and rises slowly to her feet. Concentrate on the bloodstone. Dream that you're diving into its depths, just as you dive into the ocean. That's it. Concentrate.
Let's see. I could, but hamster wheel guy. Moon monkey. Okay.
You begin to grow weak and dizzy. Finally, you feel yourself falling. No longer able to hold up your own weight, but you never seem to land. Instead, you continue to fall and fall. The air about you turns blood red, and the features of the room disappear until all you can see is your flailing hand in front of your face. But the ring is not on it. Your mind is inside the ring. It is Carissa's voice. Concentrate. You must learn to use the ring quickly, or its power will swallow you up.
Let's see. I'm just glad you can't blame demonetization on just me. Hey, don't worry about it, Ram. I'm not monetized. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Again, you focus on the stone and a wave of energy washes over you, stopping your descent and flowing over your skin until you tingle all over. It's a curious sensation, not uncomfortable, but not pleasing. The energy crackles, and you feel it in the air, in every pore of your body, every strand of your hair. You become invigorated, and the bloodstone seems to communicate with you, making you understand at last that the ring is a force of goodness, a guardian, a foe of evil. You are lifted from your feet now, and you feel yourself swimming in energy, flowing with a current that teaches you about the ring's purpose and its origin. The stone is ancient and as old as the island itself, and in your hands, if you are careful, it has the power to defeat Ariane. You swim faster and see visions of Fadil. You see farmers, children, all the day-to-day activities that made up their lives. Most often you see the parents and yourself, and you realize you are once again looking at the world through your grandmother's eyes. You wonder if your grandchildren will look into the ring and see what you witnessed too. All right, Romancing the Stone. That sounds about right. Tingle Ring. We're back to that. And you never will be at this rate. Yep, that's possible. Romancing the Ring, yeah. Okay. I got 2.5 pages here. Then we get the choice.
And I'm going to give a third choice. The vision fades and you slow your course, basking in the warm memories and the power that pulses around you. Then the red disappears from the surrounding air and you find yourself back at Carissa's home. She is rubbing a wrinkled hand across your sweating brow. I understand its power now, you say excitedly. If I concentrate, I can place a field of protective energy about myself. If I concentrate hard enough, evil can't touch me. The power only works to protect someone who is threatened, the old woman corrects. The ring does not function if there is no danger or if the danger is not severe. And the ring warns if if there is a strong evil about. The stone will tinkle. But there's more, you continue. Yes, Carissa agrees. When you concentrate very hard, the ring can produce a bolt of energy. It is a bolt of goodness that can destroy evil. And that is how you shall defeat Ariane. Of course, using such a bolt drains power from you. The ring gets its energy from you, and getting close enough to Lord Ariane to use it will not be easy. I'll have to be very careful, you say, but I'm not as much of a wizard as my grandmother was, or you are. How can I hope to defeat the Lord when neither you nor Callie could? Mad Carrie smiles sadly. Maybe you can't defeat him, Briandy, but someone has to try. Kadang is outside waiting for you. All right, let's see. Very hard to behave after 9 p.m. That's what she said, Bert. I love it when the power pulses around me. It's hard for this group to behave ever. Yeah. Pulsing Wood, that's our band name. That'll work. I behave mostly. Well, I like the mostly part. Does the count behaves? Bobby says no. And you're like the only one, Bobby. That's probably true. Okay. But what about the curse, you ask? If
If you kill Ariane or force him away from the island, the people will return to normal. If you can't kill him, perhaps you can threaten him enough to make him lift the curse and leave us all alone. You sigh. A great responsibility has been placed upon your shoulders. It took a great deal of energy to delve into the ring and learn its powers. You don't have enough magical strength left to make yourself small, so you can climb upon the raven's back and fly to the palace. You're going to have to walk, and it will be a very long walk. Don't worry, Carrie giggles. I'll get you there quickly, or at least I'll get you as close as my magic allows. Does Lord Ariane read minds like you can? Will he know I'm coming, you ask? You expect an answer from the old woman, but she only stares at the floor and straightens her lips into a thin line. Does he? You persist. He's very powerful, she answers finally. I haven't seen him for many years. I'm not sure what he's capable of anymore. Perhaps he hears us even now. Who knows? Does it really matter? You follow her out of the tree home and see Kadeg waiting patiently. He watches the sun sink beneath the horizon, turning the lake a brilliant red-orange. The color intensifies as you watch. It becomes iridescent, and it begins to pulse. The color, like a wave, washes beyond the shore of the lake and rushes to your feet. You realize you are watching the energies of a spell being cast. Mad Carrie is mumbling the words to an ancient enchantment. All right. We got, except for the lurkers, I'll get you my pretty and your little dog too. Except the lurkers are wood jerkers. Oh no. Sounds like my naughty. I'll let you get there quickly. Sounds like I'll get you my pretty. Yeah, I did. You said it, Jay. I was thinking it. Okay. I am sending you on your way now, Briandy. Kadeg, this spell will propel you across the miles. You will arrive refreshed and with little of your journey remaining. Of course, if you feel you are not up to the mission, it could cost you your life. Tell me now, and I will send you to Vashti instead. Carrie has given you a choice. You hadn't really considered turning back. But that might be a bad idea. You'd be safe for certain, or would you? Lord Ariane not only knows you have the ring. All right, so we got the choices. We can return to Vashti, or we could let Carrie's magic whisk us away to Lord Ariane's mountain palace. All right, so those are our choices. Let's see. Retreat to the university again, or go on. Let's see. Spell propeller. Hey, honey, comment was in the wrong context. Okay, that's all right. Logan was going to scold us when he said okay. Nah. We're adults here, mostly. Is it a gaseous cloud? And Bobby says no retreat. So we got one vote for moving on, which I'm guessing would be what we need to do. Let me see if I can find choice 39, because I'm guessing that's what we're going to vote for, and I'll bet that's the end. If it isn't, I am going to give a third option here. Wow. Is that right? Yeah, we've been at this over 2.5 hours, so I think I'm going to do, that's a long bit of reading here for this last bit, it looks like. Then it has me turn back to number 9, so let me look. So what do you guys think here? God, it looks like everybody wants to move on. Cal gonna take me away, yeah. All right, let me see what number 9 says. It goes back to that. It looks like 9's another choice. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a to be continued on this. And 39 is our option. We'll remember what it is, because I don't think I have the voice to carry on anymore. And there's a lot more to read here. You can't just be naughty and then say out of context. They claim you behave. Oh, let's see. We must go on. Yeah, that's pretty much what the choices were, but I'm going to have to continue this one on another time. So on the next episode, I'll put this as a possibility of continue reading this.
because in the poll, let me see what we got going on. I'm going to end the poll right now. We got Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons dominating. So there we go. End of the poll. I'll let the cat out because she's going to have a fit if I don't. Okay. Let's see. No. She had a straight, thin lip, annoyed face, not messing with wood. Let's see, I need to jump this account off so I can irritate a friend. That's fine. How dare you just stop right now? Rocky and Billy were listening to the wood story. Oh, let the cat out of the bag. Yeah, I let the cat out of the bag, all right. I can't continue if you guys really want me to, but this is getting kind of rough. I'm kind of losing my voice. Do that old woman's voice. Rocky and Billy will be up all night. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here tonight. So in the polls of the next one, I will put the Night of the Tiger, continue Night of the Tiger from 39. And I'll need to mark that somewhere where I remember. But I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put something in here to bookmark this page so we'll know where we're at. When we get back to this, I'll put something else in here that's a real bookmark. I got some of those around here. So next time, Revenge of the Rainbow Dragons. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. Poor Rocky and Billy. Biker. Let's see. I picked different ones with my 3 accounts, Logan. That's cool. Now it's become 1001 Arabian Nights. This just seemed like it just kept going on and on. It's like, wow, there's more choices. I was hoping we were close to the end. Use a book for a bookmarker. Yeah, that might work. Pick the rainbow. Yeah, pick Rainbow Dragons. Yep. Let's see. Number 1, Logan T. Piker. Peace out, guys. Peace out, Bert. Thanks, was fun. Thank you, Bobby, for joining me. Thank everybody for joining me, and everybody who watches this in a replay. Thank you for watching. Rat says it's been great, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. I really do. Lots of fun, says Serene, the tiger, Kate. And we got Rudini laughing at the tiger. Skittles. We're saying bye. See you, peeps. Good night. Have an awesome Friday. Yep, we're going to have a Friday show tomorrow night. Hope to see most of you there. Good night. Thanks for everybody stopping by. That's what Tiger says. And I appreciate you all being here. So on that note, Logan out, and good night. We'll see you all later.